Well, hello, welcome back to my shed on a Monday. We have just had what I think is our best ever weekend on eBay. It went absolutely bonkers. You may know that last week I was on a listing challenge with a group of reseller friends. We're going to announce our results live tonight, so that will have been yesterday for you, because this video will come out on Tuesday. Yeah. But as a result of me really pushing listing and getting so much on, we sold crazy amounts of stuff. Let me show you eBay and we'll find the grand total. Okay, so this is everything we need to find. Scrolly, all of this. Lots and lots of the board games and Warhammer and D&D stuff. Still going. Nearly there. Right, so 60 items for a gross total of £3,983.09. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I don't know. I don't really keep a record of all of our sales as such, but I think that's got to be our highest ever weekend's worth of sales. That's awesome. It does mean, however, I've got my work cut out. Not all of it has to go today. We have 2-day dispatch, but some of it has to go today. But yeah, it's amazing. Saturday itself was crazy. Saturday was, I can't remember the numbers exactly. Hold on. Saturday itself was £2,527 on Saturday. Bonkers. Anyway, so this video is going to be finding all of the stuff that's sold. I can show you what has sold. There's some high ticket items in there, hence the big turnover. Now all of that stuff is stored inside, and I think we need to start there. So let's head inside and we'll start picking and finding all of this stuff. Right, strap in. Might be an extra long picking orders video today. Let's teleport inside. Right, so here we are in spare room. So listed stock from last week is here. Most of what you see on this table, this whole crate with Warhammer figures and stuff in, that all went on, plus all of this over here. This is the Dwarven Forge scenery. You may remember last week or the week before, whenever it was, I sold 2 packs of this for £400. There's some crazy value in some of this, and a whole bunch of that sold quick. So we need to pick that. We need to pick a load of board games from in here and a load of the D&D and other books that are stacked in here. Tripod, put you in there. I'm going to start and pick out the sets of Dwarven Forge that have sold. Blimey, there's so much going. So let's find the first one, if I can. Here we go. Catacombs 2. Oh yeah, the same buyer in America bought 3 of the same sets. Catacombs 2. He bought all that I had. And he spent a total of £850. That's before the GSP postage on top. Amazing. So I can see them. They are right here. 1, 2, 3. So that's easy to do. So there we go. That is £850. Isn't that crazy? They are cool though. They have little altars in them that light up, so they look like they've got flames on. Yeah, so that's a good start. Let's pick the rest of these. Dwarven Forge unused, new in box, huge 256 piece scenery pack, sold for 500. It's this one. So that whole box, it's a heavy one. There you go. There's a little picture there of all of the parts that are in there. 500, no, not 500, 500 pounds, 256 pieces. So that went as well. It's a big box out of the room, that's good. Now, was there any more? Yes, Dwarven Forge, narrow passage. So, narrow passage. Let's see. So we have, I don't know if you can read these, ruins, advanced builder, room, cavernous passage, wicked additions. It's going to be at the bottom, isn't it? Narrow passage. Yes, it's there. Right, let me just check if that's the only other one that's going. Yes, okay, right, let's dig that out. Right, there we go, narrow passage. So that's all of the pieces in there. And that set sold for, scroll down and find it again, 150. So that box was 150. We had two of those. And the buyer, let me double check. Yeah, they've just bought one. Okay, so that is everything from this corner. Now we'll go over here and find the rest of it. Right, so there is also a load of stuff from the shed, but we'll go down there afterwards, I think. I just need to pick all of this stuff first. So first we need a game called Survival. There it is. That one, it seemed quite common. There was quite a few on eBay. They weren't selling for a great deal. That's gone for 23. Then we sold a book for £50. The Art of the Dragon. So you're not going to be able to see. There's two stacks, great big stacks in here of books. This is all Dungeons and Dragons. And these are a mixture of all sorts. That's the one we need. That one. And that has gone for £50. Incredible. There's some really good value in some of these books. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So that was the first of the books to go. One buyer has bought 3 from this stack of D&D. Let's move these out of the way. Adventurer's Vault, Demon Omicon, and there was another one. He bought those two together, and then the next day bought another one. Dungeon Master's Guide to that one, this one, this one. Okay, so they came to 25, 55, 80. So that was a total of £80, and they can all ship together. He sent me a note requesting that I pack them really carefully. So I will wrap those and box them. Yeah, happy with that. Next, Dark Heresy folio, that's these here. These are little character folios for Dark Heresy. I've sold two, actually. Two different buyers have bought one of these. They're $12.99 each. Both packs of these sealed packs of Galaxy tiles. I think these were on at £25 a pack. Both of those went. And Star Wars Miniatures Ultimate Missions. I think I've sold all of those. Right, one went for 10, the other pair went for 20. Tempest Feud, I've just seen that. That one's gone for 15. Right, so there's a board game. Heroescape, here it is. This I ended up bundling together. One is an incomplete set, I think the other was complete. Really strong market for these. I pitched it where I thought was the top end of what I could achieve, but it sold within hours. I think people have saved searches for this stuff. It doesn't come up all that often. Definitely not as a big bundle like this. So that sold for $250. Yeah, really quick. All right, put this out of the way. So it was that, and that, but this one was missing some parts. All declared, of course. Star Wars role-playing screen, role-play and D&D stuff. Many of them, if you are the games master, if you like, controlling the game, you have one of these screens that you sit behind and control the action, and you have all of your information on the side that faces you and all this artwork on the back. And this is the Star Wars RPG D20 game screen, and that went for 25. Then we had Dark Heresy, 3 books went for 75. That's the core rule book and a couple of expansion kind of guides. There we go, excellent. Blood Bowl. So if we go down here, in this box is all of the figures I went through and packs of dice as well. Got all of this listed as part of this challenge. We sold a stack of it. Grack and Grumbleberry. One of these little packs with 2 in, not that one. Grack and Grumbleberry. That went for £50. It's just 2 plastic figures, unassembled, unpainted. £50 that one. These two, these packs were way more common. I found plenty all over eBay. Those went for 25 plus post. Halfling and Goblin referees. That's this tiny pack with these 2 referee figures in. That went for 27. Pack of dice. These ones went for £14. Dark Heresy rulebook. Let's grab that quickly. I had 2 of these. You're not going to be able to see. Hold on. I had 2 of these. Both the same limited collector's edition, numbered, and they both gone. One for slightly less than the other, I believe. I listed them initially at £200. One sold in a flash. I think somebody had a saved search. And then I went in and I tweaked the price up on the other one to 250, and that then sold either later on that day or the next day. So £450 on these 2 books. Here they are, both identical. They have the little certificates in with the numbers on. So as you can see, these were a short run at 200. Yeah, there was some sales history, and I was at the top end of what I'd seen these completing for, but they don't come up very often. So yeah, I think I did okay on those. Next, we have more of this Blood Bowl stuff. Griff Oberwald. This one, he's gone for 40. More dice. Where are they? Here they are. Another set of Blood Bowl dice. You might be able to see the logo on top. Those went for 15. Myth. Big box of Myth with some extra expansions in there. And some figures are in this box. That whole lot went for £100. Another limited numbered edition book. Now this one wasn't from the listing spree at the weekend. It was already listed. It's tucked right in there. Let me grab it. Okay, so it's in here. I can get into it. Right, I won't get it all out, but this box opens up and it has a numbered special edition book in. Oh, and that one sold for 150. Next, from up here, Rapan Atuk Reloaded bundle. So I had a whole load of this game, a limited edition box set that's got, I think, 3 books in there, some maps and some extra books. I think that's one of these screens. There wasn't much sales history on this, but what had sold wasn't doing particularly well, so I made the decision to bundle it all together and do it as one job lot. I think that was the right decision. I put it on at 100. We then had an offer of 94, and for what I had there, I really think that was a good deal. So yeah, 94 sold. So the books, I really thought when I was listing these that they were going to be slow, but they've proved otherwise. We've sold hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth over the weekend, which is good to see. So more dice. These surprised me as well, particularly this set. These went on and sold fast at £40. £40 for a box of dice. These are a special set, limited edition, and go with the game Death Guard, apparently. They've gone. Then I listed the Star Wars figures in 2 little bundles. There we go. So we have Bosk, TIE Fighter Pilot, Forlom, IG-88 and Dengar. And in 2 bundles, you might be able to see, they've gone for 15 plus 13, so £28 there. Dark Heresy, again, we've sold Game Master's kit. One was unused and one was open used. Oh, good job, I just found these. These were part of this bundle here. Avoided a problem then. Right, so here we go. Dark Heresy Game Master's kit. So this is the open used one. That's the screen and that's the instructions. 25 plus post on that. And then this sealed one, same, exactly the same but sealed. That one's on for more. Hasn't gone yet. Back to this box, we've sold one of these for £40. That's got 1 figure in it. This chap. Blood Bowl again. 2 teams. Now I had 4 teams. I listed them in 2 pairs. The first to go is Reichland Reavers, along with the Gouged Eye Orc team, and they went at £50. We've then sold another D&D book, 4th edition, Core Rules, Player's Handbook 3 Core Rules. Yes, that one, there we go. 25 on that. So Clover, that is up here, this little one. There, sold for 15. Now I know that went as well. I'll grab that while I see it. Dragon Wood, sold for 13. Quite a common thing. There's not much to it. It's a little card game, but it's gone. Blood Bowl, 2 special play cards. Now there were 3 of these. One was sealed, which went on its own, and then these 2 open ones went on at £14. Yeah, they were selling really quite cheap, quite common, not a lot of demand, but they sold nicely as a pair. So I think that is everything from up here. Most of what you just saw was all listed during last week's listing challenge. If you list it, it will sell. What we do is not rocket science, but I have been absolutely blown away with the volume of sales I've managed to achieve just from work. To be fair, I worked my socks off last week. I got so much done. You may have seen the live stream yesterday where I explained how much, as in how many new listings and for the combined value. I mean, it was, yeah, awesome. And the results have been incredible. So we'll go back down to the shed and see if we can find the rest of it. Okay, let's go. Hey, right, back in the shed. I'm going to pick the rest of the stuff that has to go today. Then I'm going to do a packaging session and then come back and finish picking everything else that can go tomorrow, because I'm going to really struggle with this volume of stuff to get everything to the postage on time for pickup if I don't do it this way. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and just find the few bits in here that will make up everything that has to go today. First, let's read this message. Hi, Lewis or Louis, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Thank you so much for your order. And your note, which says, "Hi Nick, subscriber here. I've been after a pair of car-themed bookends for my university room for ages. Most of them always look so tacky. These look perfect, so I had to buy. Who knows, they might even encourage me to start reading some of the module books. Well, who knows, maybe. Thank you so much, Louis or Louis, however you pronounce it. I really appreciate. And they're right here. These were listed last week as part of this challenge, and they are wooden bookends with classic cars on. I'm not sure what car that is, but they're really nicely done, nicely decorated, and there is a pair. These went for £15 plus post. There we go. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Next, we need a JAJ Pyrex Market Garden. That's the pattern. This was just a clearance item. Needed to go, so it's gone cheap. Okay, found it. It was on the table here because it actually sold before it came out to the shed. So Andrea just left it on the side, which was helpful, but I didn't know it was there, so I couldn't find it. It's a tiny little like casserole dish with lid. Right, next, there's not much more we need to find that has to go today. Vintage mid-century cutlery tray has gone for £10 plus post, and it's there. That wooden thing. Now, can we get that out? Maybe. without knocking anything off. Yes. There you go. This was picked up along with loads of other stuff locally that was being cleared out of the house for free. It's just a very basic cutlery tray, quite nicely done. Jointed corners. Yeah, not a lot in it though. £10 plus post. One more from in here that has to go today. That is Amelie soundtrack. So Amelie, the film, soundtrack CD. There it is. Not much in it. It's gone for a whole £4. So along with loads of the stuff from upstairs and that selection, I will now package all of that and get it all out the door. I'll come back to you later and we'll finish picking because there's a whole load more to go. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm just back from dropping off that first batch. So that's everything dispatched that had to be shipped today, plus a bunch of other stuff that was quick and easy to do that I've quickly packaged and chucked in. So now we can get back to picking the rest of the stuff that sold over the weekend. That is in here. So first one is Studio Pottery Larch Wine Carafe and Goblet Set, hand thrown. This was nice. It doesn't actually owe us anything. Another part of one of these pickups we've had locally where someone was clearing out loads of stuff. But we really liked these. So they are Studio Pottery Larch, little symbol on there. So that's the carafe. And then it came with, you can't really see in there, can you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6? 6 matching little stoneware goblets. And that has sold for £31.98 when you include the postage. So not a great deal for all of that, but when you consider it was part of one of these free pickups, not too bad. Next, Diary of the Dead DVD has sold for £20. Going back to last summer when we picked up a whole stack of sealed media at a yard sale, and it was like, was it £5 for £1 or £4 for £1? It was crazy cheap when we got all of the Marvel stuff and all of that. This was part of that pickup. So it's sealed, Diary of the Dead, that's gone for 20. It's Willow Pattern Lidded Serving Dish Tureen Vintage has sold for 20 plus postage. So Willow Pattern. This reminds me of my childhood, Willow Pattern. I think my granddad had Willow Pattern blue and white. So I think it's going to be this one. No, you can't see anything in there. Here we go. So classic blue and white Willow Pattern. That's the lid. And somewhere in here, careful, is the bowl. So really nice thing. I couldn't tell you where this came from. Something Andrea has picked up. And yeah, gone for 20 plus the postage on top. That's right, Pinocchio. Here we go. We've had this chap for a while. He sat up in Andrea's office. He appeared in a couple of videos and viewers got in touch and were interested. But, oh dear, nearly knocked him off. Sorry, Pinocchio. Yeah, a few people were interested, but the sale never quite happened. So Andrea listed him and he has now gone. So it's very nice, wooden jointed little chap. There you go. He has now gone for 25 plus postage on top. Tech Deck Tony Hawk bundle, which was I listed as part of this listing challenge. I did mostly the board games haul, but also other stuff as well mixed in. The Tech Deck stuff sold. I listed it for 20 plus postage. I'm not sure where it is. It might actually still be in the house. It's a bunch of little ramps that you use. They're working behind here again on the house. You use little fingerboards, little skateboards. So a little selection. Here's the picture. There, that's it. That bundle went. Hasbro Classic Boggle. It's a little one. Here. That tiny set there, which again owes us nothing. This came as part of a bundle of stuff that was being thrown away. Just, you know, take what you want. This is all going in the bin kind of stuff. £8 sold. A Harry Potter Blu-ray, part of that same haul I mentioned before. Ah, there's two of them up here, look. Ta-da! Gone for £4. 2 fresco white durable luxury textured wallpaper. So 2 rolls and a part roll have gone for £17 plus the postage on top. Again, from another one of these kind of house clearance, get rid of stuff, free pickups, was this wallpaper. Now, often when I pick up wallpaper, I use it myself as void fill, but this had a little bit of value, so I figured it was worth listing. And it proved to be the right decision, because it's gone, I mean, not for a great deal, but, what did I say? 16, 17? £17 plus the postage. It's, you can see it's like textured stuff. Anyway, nice sale. J.A.J. Pyrex June Rose serving platter. It's gone for £7 plus post. Comes to 14 all in. I think it might be this one under here. There we go. So there's the rose. June Rose is the pattern. That kind of milk glass serving tray. Not much in it. Quite common, but it's gone. Humi window seal. Ah, no, I had 2 or 3 of these. We finally shifted one. Again, free pickup locally. Here we go. That air seal for portable air conditioner. Yeah, very random. Especially to sell something that's for an air conditioner at this time of year. You'd think people would be using those more in the summer. My phone's going off. Well, that was annoying. That was just a cold call, wasting my time. Right, where were we? So we've done that air conditioner seal thingy. Right, a CD, the Hours soundtrack. Let's grab that. This one wasn't much in it, £4.50. Then we had a couple of books. I think I showed them in the vlog I made when I was starting out on the listing challenge last week. The drawings of L.S. Lowry. Listed for 20, had an offer of 17, and it went. That one. Another free pickup. I'm doing really well finding stuff locally that people need to clear out, and generally the stuff I've been picking up has been saleable. Not all of it, but yeah, I mean, that book, for example, sold quick, sold within a couple of days. Johnson Brothers. Andrea's just been listing a big set of Johnson Brothers fresh fruit stuff, and the first piece to go is Gravy Boat. This is very 80s. I think this is from the 80s. There's not much value in it, but we do have like a whole dinner set. That one, for example, when I say not much value, I mean it. That was a £5 plus post, £9 all in. Then we sold the very last of the Oasis magazines. Do you remember when I listed a collection of Oasis magazines and I said, I've been holding on to these, waiting for them to reform and tour. And a few months after I got them listed and sold most of them through, they announced a reunion and tour. Predictable. But I had one left. Let's have a look. And it's this one. It's a Time Out magazine from their heyday. I think it's 95. There you go. Bit of a rarity. I let it go fairly cheap. I started it much higher. It has eventually gone for £15. November 1995. There you go. A pair of foot balance insoles. Where would they be? I think they'll be over here. Part of the same pickup as that air conditioner thing. There was all sorts of really random stuff. Ah, here we go. And some of it was new in the packet stuff, including these. There wasn't much value in it. They've gone for £9, but it's good to get the sale. And finally, whilst we've been filming, we had a sale come in of a vintage Tupperware cup, just the one. It's right there. This colour and the feel of this takes me back to my youth. My mother was a Tupperware rep. We had Tupperware everything in the house. Yeah, so nice, so tactile. And that one went for £6 plus postage, £9 all in. And we are, let me just refresh the screen, see if anything else has come in. No, I believe that's it. Okay, so there you go. That is our biggest ever weekend. I have a lot of work to do. So I've dispatched everything that had to go today. I'm now going to carry on working. It's starting to get dark outside. We're just about to lose the light. But I'm going to carry on packaging because I have so much to do. Most of the board games and stuff are still upstairs. I haven't brought all of that down. All that the Dwarven Forge scenery, that's going to take a lot of careful packaging. Yeah, I've brought down some of it here. Look, this has all got to go. I'll be packaging late into the evening, I think, and then most of tomorrow, probably. Can't complain. It's a good problem to have. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, my name's Nick. I sell stuff on the internet. Here's the stuff. If you'd like to carry on watching me, please check out this video that will appear here. I'll see you over there in a moment. Ta-ra.